Going on, Jerome's Minnesota Vikings had a major decision this offseason with superstar running back Dalvin Cook. And I love me some Dalvin, the pride of FSU, 2017 second-round pick, 4 Pro Bowls, 4 straight 1,000-yard seasons, all of that stuff. But the Vikings made a business decision with the soon-to-be 28-year-old running back, and I know that a lot of Vikings fans were mad about it. They're gnashing their teeth. They're just like, Dalvin still has some good football left, and boo Kwesi, boo, boo, with this whole Moneyball strategy. But again, I fully understand. Lots of good memories with Dalvin. Finally got that shoulder taken care of, and maybe he could turn in some decent production in his golden years. But the main thing was cap space, and the Vikings needed to have some of it, whether it's the Hockenson extension or the soon-to-be JJ extension or extending Kirk Cousins or Darisaw next offseason, all that stuff. And Dalvin was due a $10.4 million base salary with a $14.1 million cap hit, and financially it just did not make sense, right? So then Dalvin, So there have been all this talk about, like, Dalvin getting a trade, Dalvin getting a huge contract. It didn't quite happen, and Dalvin's contract with the Jets is relatively modest. It's a 1-year deal worth up to 8.6, but a lot of it is incentive tied. So the question was, would he be able to earn that in New York, even though he'd clearly be running back 2 behind Breece Hall? And the whole thing with Aaron Rodgers, that thing went out the window after 7 snaps. Was it 4? Doesn't matter. But now the Jets with Zach Wilson, although Zach Wilson looked pretty damn good against the Chiefs, man. The question is Dalvin going to get work? Not so much. So far this season, Dalvin 30 carries for 74 yards, Johan Santana dental floss in 2.5 yards per carry, as well as he's been whatever in the passing game. And if you peruse Jets Twitter or Jets social media, I mean, some fans straight up want Dalvin cut because they can't get out of his contract, save a little bit of cap space. Breece Hall is obviously the guy. Plus, they got Izzy Abaconda and Michael Carter waiting in the wings, too. And it's clear just from the eyeball test, he doesn't have that juice. And I feel like last year we were sort of fooled because of the long run against the Bills, because of the long run against the Dolphins, because of the screen pass touchdown against the Colts. But, I mean, Dalvin last year had a career low yards per carry at 4.4, and it wasn't all the offensive line. It wasn't all that, man. But through the first 2 weeks of the season, the Vikings running game, not so much. And that's why a lot of Vikings fans were like, should have kept Dalvin, blah, 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 even though Dalvin was struggling with the Jets. But the Vikings have gotten the run game together the last 2 weeks with Madison, newly acquired Cam Akers, who ironically replaced Dalvin at Florida State and has a very similar style, as well as Ty Chandler. So the last 2 weeks for the Vikings, the running game has gotten going. So Vikings running backs last 2 weeks, 45 carries for 255, 5.67 yards per carry. And then Dalvin for the season has 30 carries, 74, and 2.5. Now, the last column is the season cap hit. So what would have been Dalvin's cap hit if he stayed a Viking at full freight. Now, yes, if they would have kept Dalvin, probably would have redone his contract, but the point remains the same. But for Madison, even on his new 2-year, $7 million deal, Ty Chandler and Cam Akers combined, their cap is $4.64 million. So you're getting better production. They got more bounce for the ounce. Madison is running with power as well as a little bit of speed. Akers looked really good in limited work on Sunday against Carolina. So, like I said, I will always love me some Dalvin, but the running back position, it's a young man's game. It is. And the Vikings are paying a lot less for better production, and it's a business. It is the business. So overall, Kwesi did make the right decision in this spot, even though it still kind of sucks. But again, it is the best decision for the football team, both on the field as well as financially. But your thoughts are thoughts. The Vikings and Kwesi made the correcto decision with Dalvin Cook. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But next time, Skol, production value.